Hello everyone. In this video, I will be reading creepy Reddit stories while playing MC with 20 gigabytes of shaders. Let us begin. Me and my friends, Aaron and Noah, had been meaning to go on a camping trip in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. We had heard the rumors of how haunted the area was, which had immediately caught our interest, as we had intended to go on the camping trip with the intention of hopefully finding something spooky or paranormal. It was also not too far away from us, as we all lived in Boston, so it was only around a 5-hour drive. For a bit of context, me and my friends had known each other for around 4 months, as we had all just started attending the same college, and all three of us shared a dorm together. I got to know them pretty quickly and became quite close with them. Both Aaron and Noah had previously known each other from high school, so I was kind of the new guy to them. However, they would both always talk about how they are big into the paranormal scene and are very interested in investigating sometime. I'm also very interested in the paranormal, and me and one of my close friends from high school actually went investigating at some local attractions previously. So Aaron and Noah both suggested that over the winter break we should all go camping and do some investigating for ourselves. They suggested we should go camping in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, as it's widely regarded as haunted, and there are many ghost stories from that area. So we all agreed, and I asked if I could bring my friend from high school that I had previously been investigating with, as we'd both been talking about meeting up for a trip sometime. So my friend Ryan agreed for this trip, and we made a group chat for planning. So cut to winter break, we all were excited, and Ryan had met Aaron and Noah prior to the trip, so he wasn't going camping with two strangers. We left around 3 p.m., which was kind of late considering it got dark around 5 p.m. since it was winter, but Aaron insisted we didn't leave too early. He blamed it on not being a morning person, which was immediately strange, as he was always the first to get up each morning and had never previously mentioned anything about it. But at the time, I didn't think too much into it. Around 3 hours into our drive, it was already pitch black out, and we still had another 2 hours left to kill, which Ryan was complaining about, as it was only meant to be a one-night camping trip, and it now felt like it was going to be shortened down. Aaron and Noah didn't seem to care, however, and they were still saying it was going to be a good trip. Keep in mind Noah was driving, which will be important later. We were now about an hour away from arriving, and we were literally in the middle of nowhere. Noah insisted on stopping on this random one-way road so he could go take a leak, and Aaron said he would go with him. 5 minutes had passed. Me and Ryan were having a conversation and talking about how we were kind of mad that we still hadn't arrived yet, considering how late it was. Another 5 minutes passed. We started to get concerned as to how long both Aaron and Noah had been away for. We both agreed to go out and check. We got out of the car and proceeded to call their names, but there was no response. We weren't too worried, as we both kind of collectively thought they were just trying to scare us, so we decided to get in and wait another 10 minutes or so, as they would likely get bored or cold or both and just come back to the car. Keep in mind Noah still had the car keys with him, so we were both pretty annoyed considering we were already hours late. After another 10 minutes had passed, there was no sign of Noah or Aaron, so we started to get a little creeped out. We got out of the car yet again, only to be met with the sound of the car's door locking just as we got out, ultimately locking us out of the car and trapping us in the freezing cold. We both just looked at each other, visibly annoyed, as Noah and Aaron surely had to be playing a joke on us, since the car locked, so someone had the keys and was nearby doing that to the car. So we both decided to go together and walk in the same direction they went to take a leak in. But keep in mind that the road was surrounded by trees, so it's not like we could just see them hiding behind a bush or something. We both walked out into the woods quite far, to the point the car wasn't visible anymore. And all of a sudden we heard a chainsaw start up to our left, and there was a guy in a black hoodie running towards us with it. We both sprinted back towards the direction of the car, and once we got to the road, the car had disappeared. It was the exact same piece of road in which we were parked, as there was a very distinguishable shaped boulder not too far from the road that was very recognizable. So we knew we were in the right spot. Both me and Ryan agreed to run along the road, hoping to run into a car or maybe a house, but we could still hear the chainsaw in the distance. Thankfully, we ran for about a mile and ran into someone driving along the road. We stopped him and explained our situation, and he agreed to give us a ride to a more populated area, as there was apparently a small town not too far away. We arrived at the town and called the police and told them everything that happened. They put out a search for both Aaron and Noah, as they were assumed to be either in danger or missing. As if the car was gone, then someone would have had to take the keys off them. We gave the police their information, but they were confused as nothing came up for either of them. I then explained how they also attended the same college as me and were my roommates, but that was all I really knew. The officers said that was enough for the night, and they were able to transport us back home to Boston. And we would be questioned tomorrow. However, by the time we got back to the dorm room, all of Noah and Aaron's belongings were gone. There was not a trace of them in the dorm room. It was as if they never lived here, or they had moved out. When the police officer arrived for further questioning, he discovered that there was no record of Aaron and Noah ever attending the college and became suspicious of us. A sick feeling filled my stomach as I realized what was really going on. Aaron and Noah must have lured me and Ryan out to try and murder us, using fake names and pretending to attend college for months to gain my trust. But I don't know if they will ever even find those people who pretended to be our friends.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. It would really help me out. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.